Hey guys, so I'm out here mowing the lawn, and I figured I've never done an actual mowing video or anything, so I decided that maybe we should do one. And cutting really good. Already did the front, so now we're just doing the back. So let's do a orange start. We can hear her purr for a second, and then we'll hop on her and get to the mowing. We're gonna do a little bit of mowing, maybe 5-10 minutes, and then we'll be done and I'll recap. Oh yeah, nice and long. let's go get some stuff to blow this off and talk about it a little bit since it's coming close to $300. And yeah. Alright, so we are back to blow off Cub Cadet. And what I'm going to use to blow it off is this Ryobi 15-volt jet blower. I hate this thing, to be honest. This is a very, very weak blower. It only has 110 miles per hour, and it only has 200 CFM. So it's not a good blower. It's not a super powerful one. And it has a really tough time getting the grass out of these spindle covers. At some point, I want to get a gasoline-powered like Echo or Shindewa blower, like a handheld, like a EB262 Shindewa or a 2620 Echo PB or a 265 LN low noise backpack blower, just to make cleaning this thing much easier. And this thing dies quick. It's not great, and it has a tough time with heavy stuff. As you can see here, something does a pretty good job. As you can see here, it's struggle to get that out. But if you look underneath, there's still grass. Oh, wait a minute, am I not showing? Oh, sorry, I showed you guys the floorboard. If you guys can still see under there, there is still grass that's stuck under there. A more powerful leaf blower would not have that. See? There you go. You can't get it off. A more powerful gasoline leaf blower will not. It's just, if you guys are gonna buy a leaf blower, just buy a gasoline powered and just the old oil and gas mixer. Buy a 4-stroke one from Makita, and you'll be all good to go. See, there's fresh oil in it. Dipstick, you guys might be able to see it. I can't really see it because it's up the dipstick due to the oil pressure, but it's there. It sure is there. And it's hot. Holy crap, is this thing hot. I also made a modification to the oil, or to the fuel filter, because I noticed that sometimes when it would run, after I would run it, it would start to die. And I realized there was a 90-degree angle right here, and it would cut off circulation. And just been like, what? So I just snipped it off and put it back on. It just work a lot better. So every time you're done mowing, you always want to come in here with your hand and brush off all the grass from the intake screen. So that's what I'm doing now. And I always follow inside the battery compartment. I was lost off, started. About as clean as it's going to get for the most part. So, what we're going to do, let's go inside the shed. Let's get the push mower and move it so I could put the tractor inside. So we have a very packed shed. Here's the old seat to the Cub. And this is what I'm talking about. If you put your butt all the way back in the seat, you're never going to sit fully comfortably. That's why I like the new seat. And his armrest, and that folds down. It's not as tall, but it's super, super comfortable. I recommend that for everybody. I think it's like $100 at Tractor Supply. It's like the ultimate seat. For a push mower, I just have this old cheap Cub Cadet 19-inch push mower. I mean, it's not a top of the line push mower by any means. It has a Chinese engine, which is not what I like, but oh, that's not good. But you know what? It's okay. We have a big snowblower. That's my grandfather's. I gotta give it back to him. So what I'll do is I'll camera like right here, and that should stay right. Yeah. Put the camera right there, and I'm gonna put down the ramps. Then I'll run back and get the bungee cord for the chute. I always put a bungee cord on the chute. Always. That's the best way to make sure you don't knock it off your mower. Let's go. Bungee cord, and my yard is now like really dry for some stupid reason. It used to be really wet and now it's really dry. I don't even know what's backyard anymore. But overall, I love this show. That is a great, fantastic show. Some things I don't like about it. The reverse pedal on it's kind of a little bit cheap. Or cheap feeling, I should say. Not as much fan of the idiot lights. I mean, I get they're there, but I really don't think a lot of people look at them. And I think that's a big issue. Obviously, on the new GSX, like if you have an oil pressure issue and that stupid light came on, obviously due to oil sentry, it's going to come on. And I'm pretty sure they shut off the engine too. That's the whole point of them. That's the whole point of the oil sentry on the Command series of coolers, is that if it senses low oil pressure or any issue due to oil, it'll shut down, or it will shut down the engine, and or it'll shut down the engine, and or it will send a idiot light back to the dashboard. If you have a real problem due to oil pressure, they should have an oil pressure gauge. And I would add one too, but this engine's never even an issue due to oil pressure. I'm telling you. The engines in these machines, I mean, honestly, probably not going to outlast the machine itself, but through a couple rebuilds, you can have like 3,500 hours on it before it's going to need to just be like scrapped. Or it might even be like 5,000-6,000 hours by the time it needs to be scrapped. If you think about it, by the time it needs a real rebuild and all that. But so, what else do I not like on it? I don't like the steering. I don't like the steering gear. The steering gear in it is one when you make a left turn. When you make a left turn, and if you turn too tight, it will click because the steering gear on it is worn. It's kind of a nitpick. The sector and pinion is what's worn on it. I don't think that the bushing is worn, or at least that's what the dealer said when they looked at it 2 years ago. I mean, it's not a big deal, just as long as you don't drive it around like a race car, you're fine. I don't like the washout parts, they don't work. I wish that this had a bigger discharge chute. What else? I absolutely dislike the stupid oil drain. Don't like it at all. I do not like the oil drain. I would prefer it if it had a quick oil drain system, but I don't like it. Although I do like the fact that I know that that's what is in there, and I can check it and make sure it's tight. I wish, even though most of the time when you get a machine that has, there's a random bird. I just saw that. I never have random birds in my yard. That's kind of interesting. Or like random ones that are outside when I'm outside. They don't come close. Kind of cool. One thing is generally on power steering models is I kind of wish instead of having a cotter pin, I wish it had a grade 8 bolt to attach the wheel bit. That's like, I really don't need it. And this is the same steering mechanism, same front axle and steering like tie rods and the same front steering yoke and everything as the Cyclops series tractors. They're just the normal ones. I really actually, some things I do like on it though. Oh, and it needs a bigger gas tank. For sure. For sure, a bigger gas tank. And I think a sleeve hitch standard would be kind of cool. Or, because honestly, I don't care about it having all manual. I mean, it's less things that go wrong with it. And, you know what? If you're really complaining about having to go like this to lift and lower your mower deck, don't do your lawn. Don't do your lawn. I'm sorry. But if you're that lazy, the fact that it's difficult, the fact that you have to push a little button, and this is so easy to with the spring assist that they have on it, then don't even bother. Don't even bother doing your lawn then. Pay someone. Go pay someone to do it. Manual steering on it, honestly, it's kind of easy. My grandfather's John Deere X540 sucks. The power steering on it is so difficult to steer compared to this. I don't know why, but it is not a good design. That's about it. Honestly, what I think would be really cool is if they could put an electric 3-point hitch on these. I wish there was a way that there could be an electric 3-point hitch for these Cub Cadets, because they're plenty strong for it. They're plenty strong. Obviously, shout out to Michael TJD60. If you're looking for a couple of good channels other than mine, I mean, some people might not think my channel's good, and it's okay. It's not the most informative, but if you're looking for other good channels, Michael TJD60 had his grandfather's GT2544 that ended up having some issues due to it being a lemon and them not running it at full throttle for its entire life, which is not a good thing. You're supposed to run air-cooled engines at full throttle and you want to run the best oil you can in them. That's the way to get them to run the longest. But he has an X570, which is equivalent to a Cub Cadet 2500 series tractor or an XT3. And then Quantum Phaser has a restored GT2544, which is very nice. He hasn't posted recently, so I would like to know what's going on there, Greg. I hope you post it soon. But yeah, his it would be really cool though if these could come with a standard like sleeve hitch, and for an option an electric 3-point. Because if you think about it, what you do is have a kind of like this, kind of like the 3000 series has like 3. You can have an option for 3 levers, or you can just have the 1 or the 2 on the 3200s, or the 1 on the 3100, 2 on the 3200, and then you can option for 3, 2, or 1 on all models. But I feel like they could have that same system with a just push down, push up. Maybe even on this side is an option where you push down or you push up for an electric sleeve hitch. And what it is they have an actuator, because the top link doesn't have anything that goes to it, so they could just have a top link already. You just get a different back plate, but you have the top link that attaches to it. Your dipstick can already be there. You can still have your hitch. You can still have this, your disengage for your hydro, and your dipstick for your hydrostat. And you just have 2. I don't know how they would do that though, but if you think about it, they also do the same thing for the old Cub Cadet 3-points. You just pick it up, and then the 2 things are connected. The two drawbars are connected, but they're still able to sway. And then they have a electric actuator that comes out here and connects to it, and it's able to lift it up and down. And then you just add, or from the factory, they just added a down and up lever. That would be pretty genius. Look at this bird. Look at this bird. Oh, why does it keep running away? There it is. I mean, comment down below if you think it's cool or not, but I don't know, I think that'd be something neat. Obviously, it would add to the cost. It would kind of be similar to just a newer Cub Cadet with the electric lift. Really is what it would be. But I think that would be cool. Other than that, I mean, sleeve hitches do pretty much everything that a 3-point can, except for 3-point exclusive implements. But the only thing that's beneficial about a 3-point is the amount of downforce that you can get, and the amount of like adjustments that you can make, because you can adjust out, in, up and down more. You have 3 points of adjustment compared to just 1. That's why a sleeve hitch is also known as a 1-point hitch, rather than just having a drawbar. This is considered a drawbar. I think those are also called drag links, I'm pretty sure. No, drag links are, I'm not sure. I haven't used a 3-point in forever. But those are just some of the nitpicks. Oh, another thing is, one thing you should always do is torque your lug nuts. I just had to torque these because I remembered that you're supposed to torque them all the time. Now it says to torque these to 10 foot-pounds. Not correct. Pretty sure it's 75 to 95 foot-pounds is what you're supposed to do. Or 90 to 95 foot-pounds. Either one of those. I just torqued it to 85 foot-pounds, I'm pretty sure, or 80 to 85 foot-pounds is what I torqued these all to. This is supposed to be 290 to 295 foot-pounds. Don't quote me, I'm pretty sure. But you can call Cub Cadet and they'll tell you the specs for that. Straight up. So, but make sure you're torquing that. It's really about it. So yeah, definitely. If you want to see a couple of other channels, like I already mentioned, Michael GT60 has a John Deere X570, which is an equivalent tractor to the 2500 series and the GS and the GT, GSX and GS XT3s that they make today from Cub Cadet. And I know that he goes talking about how the K72 in them is more powerful than the BD10L225 in these. It's pretty much the same actually. These are a little bit more powerful. They have a little bit more strength, a little bit more foot-pounds of torque. But they're basically the same. And yeah, I mean, what do you say we park this thing? Ow, this thing's gonna be hot. Oh, holy cow. It's a nice day. But, you know, it was kind of crappy this morning. I was gonna make this a 10 to 15 minute or 5 to 10 minute mowing video, and I'm sorry guys, it ended up turning into a long video, but you know, that's what happens when I talk. So she runs good. I mean, it's old, it's an 07 model, so this is here 2022, right at 15 years old. It's a couple months older than 15. It was made in March, so it's probably, I want to say, probably a good, it's 15 and 4 months old, so next year it'll be 16. This one's getting close to 20 years old. Everything on it is stock. The only thing that's not going to be stock is the 48-inch deck. And, I'm excited for when that's going to happen. But, yeah, so stay tuned. Sorry this video was so long. I didn't mean it to be this long. And, I really hope you guys are having a good day. Thank you for watching my videos. I didn't expect them to do this good, but I'm really happy about it. And talk to you guys later. See ya.